Hey, Sandra here with First Class RV Adventures, and I'm so excited because I'm going to share our experience with Lippert Components. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We are a full-time traveling family exploring the country with our toy haul RV with our kids. And if you follow us on social media, you know that we recently underwent a huge RV renovation from the inside out. And in this video, we are going to share some of the upgrades that we did as part of our huge makeover. As members of the new Lippert Brand Ambassador Program, we were given the opportunity to receive some coach upgrade components and learn how to install them, how to maintain, how to test, and also share our honest feedback along our journey with these items. So, we dropped off Big Bertha. If you didn't know, that is our toy hauler's name. We dropped her off at Lippert Technical Institute, located in Mishawaka, Indiana. And while it was there, Lippert helped us install some really cool components as part of our RV overhaul project. There were quite a few fun upgrades that we did. One of them was our new flow water filtration system, which is awesome. We also added slide topper awnings on top of 2 of our slides, and one of the major upgrades that we decided to do was to replace our electronic leveling system that we had with the level up hydraulic leveling system. And that personally has been life-changing because Big Bertha is pretty heavy, and the hydraulics make it much easier to lift it off the 5th wheel hitch that is attached every time we land in a new spot or we're leaving. It is so much easier with the hydraulic legs putting her on the hitch or taking her off. Another upgrade that we did was the Solera awnings, which we are very happy with. One thing that I wanted to quickly add is that we like to put the items that we use to the test before we give our full and honest opinion on them, because we would hate to recommend something that we personally do not like or that we don't really feel is worth the money. So, with that said, I wanted to add that the Solera awnings are definitely worth it, because after the renovations that we did, we came down to Florida. And if you were not aware, summers in Florida equal a ton of rainstorms, thunderstorms, wind, a lot of wind, because after all, it is hurricane season. So we actually have seen these withstand the wind and the rain like you could not believe. It is, it's kind of crazy. They just like flap up and it doesn't even budge. It's so crazy. So, the awnings that we personally chose, they do have a wind and rain sensor in the, well, we upgraded 2 of our awnings, but the one in the front, our larger awning, it has a wind and rain sensor in the front. And basically what that does is that it retracts the awning automatically when it senses too much rain or wind. So if you were to upgrade to the Solera awnings, I recommend also, I mean, while you're, might as well also add the sensors to it. And honestly, it just gives us one less thing to worry about. A short side story: when we first started RVing, we were out by the coast of Florida in Flagler Beach during the summer, and wind just kind of came in a matter of seconds out of nowhere, and it messed up one of the awning's arms. And this little newbie mistake, it ended up costing us $600 to repair, because at the time we knew nothing about awnings or about RVs. We didn't know what we had to order. So after that mistake, we actually did not use our awnings, neither one, for a long time, because we were so scared of making that same mistake twice. Now, fast forward 4 years later, we actually leave our awnings out with much less worries, and so far, so good. I feel like they can withstand this little bit of crazy weather we've had during hurricane. Not full hurricanes, it hasn't been that bad, but we have had some side effects. So if they've been able to withstand that, they do get 2 thumbs up from us. Another upgrade that we did was the solid steps, and we added the side handle to them as well to have something to hold on to when you're going up and down. And honestly, at first, it did take some adjusting to that sidebar because it takes up a little bit of room, and we were just not used to it. So for me, it was pretty awkward, like at first coming down or up and opening the door. It kind of felt like it was a little bit in the way. But now that I'm used to it, I really love it. I love the fact that we can hold on to it, the kids can hold on to it, our mothers, grandmothers. It just makes it easier to go up and down and feel like you're not going to fly off. And something else that I love about them is that I don't have to worry about them falling on top of me when I'm pulling the steps out, because halfway out they actually stop, and vice versa. So when I'm bringing them up or bringing them in and Lewis is not around, I have a little bit more control so that they don't just fly into the RV. So I love that feature about them. They kind of like just slow down halfway up. It's like a hydraulic, it catches them. We also added a toolbox for the area that the original steps folded into. And this is a great spot for Lewis to keep the tools that he uses most often, to have them handy. We also added a screenshot automatic screen door closer, which this forces the door to just shut closed. So it's super helpful to keep the bugs from coming inside the RV. And this is such a simple upgrade, but it's been so great here in Florida too, because there's flies and bugs and mosquitoes, and the fact that the door just kind of shuts on its own, it makes it a little bit easier. And something else that we added to our screen door was the screen defender, because we do have a pretty large dog and he is strong. So the screen defender is made of a hard wire material, so it protects him from breaking that screen. Even if he's just leaning his nose on it, because he's so heavy and so strong, he can actually just break right through the screen. So the defender helps him from doing that. So these were some of our major upgrades. There are more, but we will be doing a few other videos about those. I do want to take a minute to shout out the Lippert customer experience team, because they made the kids feel so welcome, which for us as parents is super important, because we do travel with our kids full time and we work from home with them, and now we're homeschooling to kids. So we are very thankful, not only because they made them feel welcome, but because they made them feel part of the whole experience as well. So for us, this was a pretty big deal, because they're so young. So once again, thank you so much to customer experience team. You guys totally rock. Overall, we're just so happy and so grateful with our renovations inside of our RV and outside of our RV. It was a crazy 30 days to complete the inside project while we were in quarantine, and living inside the RV was just a whole challenge on its own. But we have definitely enjoyed our overhaul, and the week that we were in Indiana wrapping up outside renovations was also fun, and we are thankful for how Big Bertha is looking right now. So over the next couple of weeks, we will be releasing more videos with some of the upgrades that I spoke about here, and also some renovations that we did inside, because we have received several questions about our awnings, our steps, the shiplap that we did, and about painting the RV, just to name a few messages that we have received. So we will be getting to those and answering all those questions for you in future videos. So we are super excited to share more. Just please stay tuned for those. And thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you next time. And don't forget, my name is Sandra with First Class RV Adventures, where we support your dreams. See you soon.